Well, that was fun because I've had zero issues with my stream up to this point. I haven't looked at my screen forever, so I don't know how long my stream had been crashed, but it's like, that was fun. Okay, get a drink. Get a drink. I just thought it was pointing because I wanted her to get something. Just go get a drink, you fool. Come on. There you go. Because she got a drink, she got wet. Now the zoomies, for lack of a better term, are gonna come out. So yeah, since I've had zero issues, I wasn't paying attention to my stream, so I don't know how long it had crashed for. And then, like, as soon as I hit the go button again, it immediately connected. So I don't know why it even crashed. I have great signal here. And like I said, we came through here before and had no issues because I have great signal. I don't know what's going on. I will never understand why in the last month all of a sudden the stream will crash frequently when, like, I can see my bit rate and I'm well over, like, between 3 and 4 megabytes. I only need about 200 to 300 kilobytes to be able to stream, to maintain a stream connection, I guess I should say. But I've heard other people have been having issues with Twitch, just crashing on them. So who knows? Lurker, yellow. Hey, thanks for the follow. Let me knock out them push-ups before we start getting into an area that's going to be not good for push-ups. Try and find a spot that doesn't have a lot of poop on it. Oh, where my dog is. No idea where my dog's at. Thank you so much for the follow. I gotta plug my phone in, so you're gonna say hi to the side of my face. There we go. Even though I'll probably make it all the way back now. Well, I don't know, we're gonna take it easy. It is a recovery run, so I keep trying to push harder than I need to. Or harder than I'm supposed to, let's put it that way. So I have to keep holding myself back and walking for a bit. Here comes my dog back. She's like, what's taking you so long? I had to stop and do some push-ups. I gotta follow. She's like, oh, okay. Well, let's get going. All right, what are you seeing? Gosh dang, freaking power cord keeps getting wrapped around the end of my thing. In fact, I don't know why I can just take this off, because unless I'm setting my phone down, I don't need that on. tripod that screws on the end of my gimbal. And that's what the power cord keeps getting caught on, wrapping around and everything. Well, kind of wish I didn't have to do this to get through here. Wish I could just take it. Climb over the fence or something would be easier. It's not that bad. See, now, there's this poop. I don't know what kind of animal, but there's this scat right here. And if I see that down south by Tucson, it's either, I'm not exactly sure what animal it is, but it's either a coati or a javelina. Now, they do have javelina around this area somewhere. I've just never seen one in this area. I've seen, oh great, now I'm having issues with my gimbal again. I've seen 20 miles that way. What are you doing? Frickin' thing. Why is my gimbal being all goofy now all of a sudden? Like I didn't do anything. So why is it being goofy? I've seen them down by Phoenix. I've seen them all over Tucson area, that entire area. Southeastern Arizona, we've seen them all over there. But I've never actually seen them here in the Black Canyon. Okay, this uphill is a bit much for me right now. Oh, I need to adjust this. There we go, now you can see. I had the distance on, but I had it hidden behind. Oh, well, it's not even working anyways. Well, we're just gonna turn those off, I guess. So I'm guessing when my stream crashed, the overlay auto stopped. And I didn't notice it. So it doesn't matter. As I say, you guys can see how far I've gone. I've done 5.61 miles. So what is that, about 9K? My dog is way the F up there. She is like, screw you, you're going too slow. I'll see you at the van. That's what she's saying. Because she is hauling ass. Like up the road, it's like, she is not even turning around to see where I'm at. Oh, she finally stopped. And she is easily, oh, and now she's taking off again. She probably saw that, oh, he's still there, so I'm just gonna keep going. She is easily a quarter mile ahead of me now. Way up there. Little turd. She's usually way better about it. Well, up until about 3 weeks ago. I don't know what changed 3 weeks ago. Maybe be a little bit longer than that, but she's been really good about doing voluntary check-ins. But something changed, and now it's like you won't see her for 15 minutes, and then she'll finally come back and do like a voluntary check-in. And that's only because she finally noticed that you're nowhere around, and she freaks out. And even like around our campsites, I've noticed this brazen courage of hers. And she used to just stay within. You know, I was fine with her exploring around the campsite as long as she was within, 100 yards or so. A couple hundred yards even. As long as I can see and hear her. Shoot, here lately, she'll disappear for 2 hours. I have no idea where she's at. And then she finally, I'll go outside and yell her name and be like, where the fuck is she? And she's so far away that it takes her like 5 minutes of freaking full send, dead sprint to come back. See, she's finally coming back now. Like, oh, where's he at? But she doesn't do the voluntary, she was taught when she was young. So in an instance like that, when she comes back, she's supposed to boot my hand. She only got within 20 yards of me and then stopped and turned around. You're supposed to boot my hand, bitch. Now, if I'm running with somebody else, she'll run back and she'll boop their hands, but she won't boop my hand. Which then I have to warn people, she's gonna boop your hand. Because they're so confused why she's running up like she's gonna bite their hand or something. It's like, no, she's gonna boop your hand, because oh great, looks like the cows are getting very close to the road now, because we have to climb this hill up way off over there, and I just saw a cow go right up over the top. But oh well, it is what it is. Night and day difference between when we came out here a couple days ago. This was so just nasty, sloppy. Very steep uphill, but still an uphill. It's kicking my ass. Do you mind? I'm kicking my ass. So you know what movie reference that is, then you have similar interests, similar humor and interest as I do. I'm just spent. I gotta figure out what's going on. I should not be as tired as I am with as many hours and miles I've been putting in. I should be I think this week I've done maybe after today, I'll be between 40 and 50 miles, I think, which is half of what I usually do this far into a training block. In fact, this next week, I am going to try as hard as I can to try and hit the 100-mile / 20-hour, well, with my fitness level right now, probably closer to about 24-hour fitness week, or 24 hours of training time to get about 100 miles probably. There's a wind. I don't know where it was at earlier. I can definitely feel it now though. Looks like cows are still over there, but they are wandering this way. And then you got the one that decided I'm gonna break free of the group and get up to the good grass before anybody else gets there. And that's the one I saw cresting the top of the hill, like going right over the top of the road. It is kind of weird they're coming this way, but I mean, I get it. They're grazing animals, so they wander around. You don't just sit there, and most grazing animals are really good about not, essentially clear cutting an area. They go around and graze as they move so that there's always grass growing instead of being stuck, in one field, and then they're eating all the grass, and then there's not even any like new growth or anything to come up and grow. Their water source is like down at the bottom of this hill. I guess I don't know how much water cattle actually need. Like, are they hitting the tank every night or once a day or something, to get some water? I don't know. They probably get most of their water from grass, I would guess, or plants of some sort. I mean, cattle have tough enough mouths that they can actually eat prickly pear. Kind of like javelina, they're the same way. That's why I've never seen sign of javelina. You can tell when there's javelina in the area, because you'll see like half-eaten prickly pears you know, they do the same thing. They're constantly moving, grazing down. So they just eat little bits here and there. Top of this, and then should be able to run most of the rest of the way. This is definitely the high point, and then we're downhill. Got a little bit of an uphill to the road, but once you cross the road, it's all downhill until we go to climb back up where my van is at. That's about a very steep climb, but it's only maybe 30 yards or so. Not very far. I think it'll be about the same amount of climbing as this, but yeah, a lot steeper. There's a Jeep down this road. That actually looks like the same one that was over by us. Let's just be out exploring. Or, I don't know, maybe they're actually the cattle owner. So he's just driving around trying to find all his cattle, because they are scattered all around. That's for sure. Oh geez, my dog is way up there. And she does good about getting out of the way of bikes. She does not do so good getting out of the way of vehicles. She assumes a vehicle coming towards her is trying to say hi. Like, oh look, someone's trying to say hi. No. That's the same mentality she has when she's on an elevator. If the elevator door opens and there's somebody, like if we're either waiting to get on the elevator and the door opens and somebody's already on the elevator, or we're on the elevator and the door opens and somebody's trying to get on the elevator. No matter which way the door opens, she's like, oh, somebody came to say hi. That was nice of you to meet me. So hopefully she gets out of the way, or these people see her, because she does have her vest on. Yeah, now she's sprinting towards the vehicle because she thinks they're saying hi. They kept driving by and now she's looking at him like, hey, you did not stop. You fool. No, this isn't even a Jeep. That is not the same vehicle I saw earlier. That's funny. The vehicle just kept driving by her and she totally stopped and looked at him like, what? WTF? I thought you came to say hi to me. Why did you keep it going? What did you step on? It's like, don't worry about it. You worry about yourself. You worry about yourself. Drive. You worry about yourself. Hey. Did you get something stuck in between your toes? Got some mud? That's just nasty, sloppy mud. like I said, it wasn't even that bad the other day. And it hasn't rained on here since then. So what the heck? It's weird. It's like, where'd all that water come from? Oh, this is that last uphill I was talking about. And it's noticeable. I'll just say it that way. Definitely noticeable. But we'll keep going. I can't look at it too much because she's going to get to the road and stop. Gosh dang, she is way the F up there already. She needs to slow her ass down. She gets hit because she's standing right in the middle of the road looking back to see where the hell I'm at. She's over a quarter mile ahead of me now. Like, she is at the road. What the hell is her problem? Well, she gets hit. It's her own fault. That's what I always tell people too when we're out on a trail and she runs up to a dog that's on a leash in an off-trail area. One, that signals, usually that signals that they are not friendly, they're reactive. And so I'll be running up and she'll start running towards them and I'll be like, not friendly. I'm like, well, that's her own damn fault then. She needs to learn. And they look at me like, you are a horrible dog, Dad. Well, at least he stopped before the road. That's good. So this is where the first aid station is. Sometimes they put it here on this side of the road. I think the last 2 years though they've had it on the other side over here. And it is flatter over here. A little bit better location. But I do know sometimes they put it over there. Like I said, they've had it right here. Just sitting right here. 10 by 10 tent for the last, I want to say 2 years. I guess you made me have to run that hill. That took a lot out of me. See that one lady, so she definitely started cruising pretty good. And who knows, she might have just was going to right there and had somebody pick her up, you never know. And I mean, she was probably walking in one area because, like I said, it was uphill. And I walked it because it was uphill. Like, it's not noticeable uphill. Like, so I'm guessing she took off when she got to the top of that. Otherwise, we probably would be catching her here shortly. I did at least be able to see where she was at. She wouldn't be that far ahead of us. She took off running, and yeah, we're not going to catch her. No way. Because if she's still going, then she's at least going down to the next road crossing, which is the hidden treasure aid station. This is Antelope Mesa up here. So we got the hidden treasure aid station down at the next road crossing. And we're not going near that far. It's about 4.5 miles further than we're going. Which is pretty much all the trails out here. when you go down into a draw, you go down into the draw and then you come back up out of it. Oh, because I can feel this. Oh my God. Last year when we were out here, right before Black Canyon, the only cow that was out here was an actual bull. And he was mean looking. Big old horns. Ari was like, even Ari, this is before she, well, no, I guess this is probably after she learned that not cows want to play. But she wide berth around that guy. It's like, yeah, you look mean. I didn't want to be close to you. But, I mean, it was like, we were only like 3 days out from the race. So my thought was, that would suck to be on that race course and have a freaking bull and all of a sudden decide, you know, here you have a couple thousand runners going by and have that bull decide he doesn't like it. Oh man. So I got another little draw that we have to go into and back out. But there's my van over there. We got to go way over here and then come back that way. So yeah, maybe all said and done, not quite a mile, because we got to go back this direction quite a ways into this draw and across this drainage. It's kind of funny how she'll get so far ahead of me, and then I catch up, and she's like, can't have anything with me being close to her, so that she just freaking full sends it to get away from me again. It's almost like a teenager. It's like I have a teenage girl, and she can't be seen with her dad, because, you know, what if she sees a teenage boy, and, you know, she wants to flirt a little and whatever, you know? Cute teenage boy can't have dad right there. That's how I feel with my dog. Ooh, take a little breather on this little bit of hill, and then we can get going again. Jeez, there's a rock there out of nowhere. Almost made me trip. Clipped the very front of my toe off of it. What was it? I was shuffling a little bit more. Picking my feet up as high as I am, I would have been down right there. way. Otherwise she'll try to take me out. Again, as you notice, I caught her. She couldn't have any of that. So she had to go sprinting by me. There's my van up on the hill right there. One bad part about that parking spot, other than the fact that you do have a tendency to get a lot more traffic. And you only have really, like I said, you have two options of running. Either down the trail or up the trail. And all options are out and backs. They go by me. But it is always windy up there. As you can tell, it's windy up here. Or down where I usually camp. It doesn't get that windy. Like, it'll be breezy. But usually it's breezy like first thing in the morning and then in the middle of the night. And that's it. Somebody turned around right there. Curious to see if that Jeep, if they came back this way, if they've come back yet. I have no idea. Come back this way, or did they go back next to my van? I'll be able to tell for sure. I don't see how they would have done, how they would have gone up my way, because it is not. It is so eroded and everything. Unless they wanted to test the limits of their vehicle. And it's like super steep compared to this other road. I'll walk this last really steep part for sure. Last couple hundred yards. It's like, where is she going? There's no road there even. They definitely did not come up this way. That's for sure. Yet, like I said, I don't even know if they've come back from the dead end yet. They might just be going there and sitting there all day. Just taking a nice little Sunday. Sit there, Sunday picnic, sit there and have a picnic. Like, there's a chance in hell I'd make it down or up this in my van. Because you have this spot right here. If it wasn't for this spot, I could probably do it. That Jeep could do it. They'd have to go really high right here and then cut back down in that over to the other side and stay out of the little erosion cut. But you better have some good tires. This dirt is very slippery because basically just eroded, like crumbly sedimentary rock on top of hard sedimentary rock. So it's like super slippery. It's like marbles, you know, basically. You can see somebody at one point tried to drive down that. And I think they got to right there and then backed up. That's what it looks like. But these tracks are definitely not that person's tracks. These tracks are the tracks right here that have turned around. So it looks like they came down this, got down about 20 yards, decided not worth it, backed up, and then turned around right here. And that's why I say, like, where I'm at shouldn't be a lot of traffic, because if you've been back on these roads, you know what this road right here is like. So if you're going to try and go back in that other area, you're taking the next ridge where that road is. So, but I mean, if you have a good side-by-side, you could come down this way. That's why all these people are freaking side-by-sides out here. And there's all these cool roads like this that you could go exploring on. But like 95% of the people, and it's really weird because they park near the exit up here or near the exit down there and offload their side-by-side on a trailer. And then they just ride the road. Like, a freaking Prius can drive down this road. Like, what are you doing? That just doesn't seem exciting to me. I get the people that want to drive up to Crown King. You know, I get that. But I would freaking park down here by the tank or something and then offload my OHV to drive up to Crown King. But even Crown King, if you have a decent enough vehicle, I'd rather ride up in a vehicle, not an OHV. Okay, I need to... Hi, sweet girl. Did you have fun? What'd you think? We did 8.24 miles. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. She said just scratch the butt. I don't care. Scratch the butt. Stop talking and scratch the butt. That's what she does. Whoo! Okay. Well, that's going to be it for today. I'll figure out what we're going to do if we're either going to leave here. If we leave here today, I won't see you tonight. If we decide to leave tomorrow morning, we'll probably go for a walk tonight. So I can live stream that. And we'll probably just do the thing where we go over that way, which is about, what, just shy of a 5K round trip. And then tomorrow morning, I don't know what we're going to do. Like, if I can find a good place to be on the other side of Phoenix, that's not too far away, that's not Tucson, we are going to probably leave here tomorrow morning. Hi. And then we will hit Santan Regional Park, and we'll run out there. And she'll have to be on the leash, but we will should be able to live stream that, I think. There's probably good enough infrastructure that we can live stream. Yeah. But yeah, so we'll see. I'll try. I'll let you guys know. I'll put something on my Twitch stories, so make sure you follow me on Twitch. But till then, thanks everyone. Nice little recovery run today. little over 8 miles, which is 6 to 8 is what I like to be at for my recovery runs, based upon, you know, what my distances usually are. It's just good for me fitness wise. But yeah, it looks like the clouds are moving in, actually coming in over the top of the Bradshaws over here. I was not expecting that. Like, I knew the high clouds. So if you notice, there's some high clouds way down south of us, and I knew they were supposed to be there. And then you can see some high clouds way up north of us, probably 60, 70 miles north of us, and I knew those were supposed to be there. I was not tracking these cirrus clouds right here. So hopefully, I was hoping to be able to get some good charge on my computer today. We'll see. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for everybody joining me today, and I will see you guys next time.